So you have to reach back and do a second step frequently, and it takes away from the professional programming if you frequently do it. If you miss one here and there, yeah, that's one thing. But if you frequently doing that,
So
can
review.
you hear me today? Yeah? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's what we were basically talking about. That sometimes the links gotta ensure because it takes away from the professional finish. If you do it once, boom. But if you do it back to back, every now and then when I'm listening back to the recording, when I play it back, there's a missing sync. We got to find out how to sync that up to develop a professional finish on the product. You know what I'm saying? You want to look professional, be professional, and then
All right. So we got a few
catch up
people on the line.
with our links.
Do you see?
I've got to get y'all Santa Wall online. I think I've got her, but I don't know where she is. She's got the links in the Zoom. And she's supposed to come in at 8:15, I believe. 8:15, 8. She asked for 8:30 and I pushed her for 8:15. On Black Top. Oh, you live? Okay, you done the intro music already?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Grateful.
I'm here, Black Power.
All right,
Black Power, you can hear? Some of us can hear.
Oh,
well, that's done good. I mean,
all right, family. Greetings. Welcome to Black Power Radio. We had a very interesting start. All right, so another week, another episode. Can everybody hear? Can I be heard?
Listening.
All right. How are we doing this evening? All right, family, we're going to begin show some updates and some events coming up this week. So we are grateful again to have you here joining us on Black Power Radio. So Michelle, about 2 minutes, let's start. So. Welcome to Black Power Radio.
Put your pants up. Say it loud. Say it loud. Look here. Some people say we got a lot of malice. Some say it's a lot of nerve. But I say we won't quit moving until we get what we deserve. We've been buked and we've been scorned. We've been big bad talked about. Sure you won't. But just as sure as it takes 2 eyes to make a pair. Brother, we can't quit until we get our share. Say it loud. Say it loud. One more time. Say it loud.
The giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.
Bring the light of a cheat, the heart of a people's defender. No surrender, forever remember deep.
All right, family. Welcome to Black Power Radio, another episode to give you the views, justice, facts, action, and data concerning the Black man, woman, and child. Your co-host, Minister Imam Akbar, and co-host, Janae and Zinga right here in the house. So how are we doing this evening, family? A lot to cover this week. Events.
Black Power doing great.
All right, power to the people. Happy New Year. We are in the second week of this fabulous new dawn. A lot of things have been transpired as we spoke about last week. The hijack of the whole entire country's president. It just changes the construct of what we know as national security. But does that affect the Black man, woman, and child? Well, we shall find out. So we want to continue on with what is happening this week. So we pass the mic to our national chairman, Sheikh Imam Akbar.
Hey. We're happy to be here at Black Power Radio for yet another episode of Black Power Radio. Of course, we have the most informative radio talk show on the internet. You can look on Facebook, and you don't even have to take no looks to look on Facebook. But you can go with Twitter glitter, Instagram with no ham. You can look up the spam, and still we have the most informative radio that you can find anywhere on 196,940,000 square miles of the place you call planet Earth. And we're so damn glad to be here with you. I'm just happy to be here in a brand new year. We're bringing it on, and we say move up and move out. That's what we got to do. Is Spirit Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad Day. Tomorrow we'll be in Brooklyn, in Brooklyn, New York, with the Honorable Yah Santawar. I don't even know if many of you knew her husband, Brother Uba, and he kept it revolutionary, kept the economics. Brother Thug Moses Powell, a strong leader in business and economics in the early days of New York. But he went on to develop and maintain an environment that kept the Panthers going in New York, Jersey, East Coast Panthers from D.C. to New York, and Chicago Black, and Atlanta down. I mean, from the Black and the Brown on the ground, from Dallas to Fort Worth and Houston and all the places in between, from Los Angeles to Miami. We were rolling us some Black Panthers coast to coast with a lot of love. And Honorable Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. So get your manual. It's called the Book of Khalid. If you want a Black revolutionary manual, you may take it lightly, but just continue to experience this life and read the Book of Khalid, and you will see it is the Bible for a Black revolutionary. The Bible of Black but the revolution by the book. And El Quran Subhanahu wa says, that you have indeed formed the most excellent material on the ground, meaning on this earth. The best zinc and copper will be found in the human being, and the very best of water. Your water is not like the line.
Oh, we might have some technical difficulties. I think we just missed that. All right, Sister Janae, tell us a little bit about what's happening, updating. And we're going to go to our special guest, Sister Yasantawa, who is here with us.
Well, you know, New York never sleeps. Greetings, Hotep, and I'm honored to be on the show. I remember, we've been on the front line together a number of times, and I'm still on the front line, holding that line. But this year is so special because this is the 20th year that I have, and my husband, he ceased about 12 years now, continue to lift up Dr. Khalid on his born day, and as well as February the 17th. But this year we're doing we having a band, R&B band, African traditional drummers. We got spoken word, we got speakers, we got one of the top activist scholars in this country, Dr. Umar Johnson. So, and of course, Yes, and of course we have Iman Akbar as our MC. He's been with me a long time, over 30 years, I believe. Him and I have been on the line together, on the front line, back line, side line. And but there's a wonderful occasion with Dr. Umar. He came aboard when my husband passed, and he's been by my side ever since. So I started asking him to come on Khaled's Day because he attracts young people in their 20s and 30s, 40s. He got a youth movement going. And they come each time he comes out to speak on Dr. Khaled's Day. So they get to know who Dr. Khaled Muhammad is. Some of them don't know. And certainly we want to remember the Million Youth March when Dr. Khaled was and in the spirit still is the general of Black Power movement. And so we're looking forward to enjoying ourselves at the Restoration Plaza, 1368 Restoration Plaza on Fulton Street in Brooklyn. But Khaled also is special about this. Dr. Khaled left his last public speech with me and my husband. And that last public speech titled Enough Negro Stuff. Revolution is the only solution. And certainly this is the time that we say enough Negro stuff. We done tried marching. We done tried voting. We done did a lot of things that we thought would bring us justice. But as Dr. Khaled says, he says, no other people in history have gained their freedom and independence by marching to freedom, having sit-in freedom, a boycott, a vote-in. Everybody had to do something, some fighting, killing, bleeding, and dying in order to be free. You see, this is no cakewalk. It's not an easy walk. Khaled took it to the grave. He took it to the dirt. He was still fighting. And so his spirit lives in us, and we continue to fight. What is accomplished in 25 years? Well, certainly who Khaled is and who he was, but we're seeking to see an army, a new army, a young army to rise, to protect our families and our communities. We're looking for an army to take territories that we can call our own and we can do for ourselves, build for ourselves, take care of ourselves, produce goods and services that we need and not depend on other people to produce those goods and services. We're doing over $2 trillion annually. And we don't seem to find the monies to put together a school that this brother been trying to do for many, many years. And sister, you know, you were there with, I'll never forget the security. That's right. No, and even now, being head of the Marcus Garvey Parade, it was handed to me and my husband, and the baton was passed to us. And so I'm fighting now with the opposition of, male leadership and female leadership. But I acquired the name Yah Santawad City College about 43 years ago when I was in college. And that's the name that the elders felt that would be the appropriate name for me. And I find myself in situations like that, like the Nana Queen Mother, Yah Santawad, leading the charge. She said, well, like the brothers, look like they are, they kind of weak, you know. So we got to take charge. So when my husband uh, passed, and then the administrator in Namibia passed, I had to hold the line, and I'm still holding the line. And I'm not giving the line to anyone that cannot carry the line. You see, you have people that just assume that they can do these things.
Sure.
But Dr. Khalid, oh man, he held the line. I mean,
That's
when
right.
he came to New York, everybody ran for cover. All the Negroes that didn't want to be exposed, they ran for cover.
I know
All of a
that's
sudden,
right.
they out of town.
Woo!
You can't, you can't get in touch with them. Oh, I love it. And it was like a big brother to me. My big brother's coming now. Pick on me now. You pick on me now. Dr. Khalid is here. And I tell you, I cried so much. My eyes was red as fire. And I I'm still crying that that was the closest I got to a Malcolm X, because I was so much in love with Malcolm X, and I still do love him. But Dr. Khaled, to be in the personship with him and to be able to walk with him. I remember when we went for the Million Youth March to get that permit. He asked me, "Yeah, do you think I'll be able to get the permit?" I said, "Well, doesn't they're gonna give it to us, but I'm gonna stand with you the way this go." But certainly got that permit because Khalid walked from behind the chambers while the judge was sitting there, and he come from behind the judge chambers and come out and sit in the audience with us and cross his leg. The judge was so upset. He says, "Give these people the permit, and I advise Giuliani administration to get with these people." And that was the end. So we had the permit, and we ran out front. We were going anyway. We were gonna have it anyway. But that's how that went. And Khalid was never afraid. He was always ready to do better, and he was never scared. And see, and he always said he never tried to sugarcoat. He was no Negro, he was no bourgeois Negro trying to uh, trying to sugarcoat things. Try to make things sound
Right.
interracial. And they say, "Oh wow, oh that's good. Oh okay. No, I'll be there. I'll be there. Uh, oh, oh wow. My daughter's clapping. My daughter's clapping. I didn't took them through so much. I'm glad you did. Well, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I know this. I know this, but yes, yes, yeah, yeah. We're still taking this. Wow. You know, that's beautiful. That's right. That's right. But you got a point, Janae. Janae, you got a point there. I like what you're doing right there because, sometimes folks, when you in your home, they don't recognize who you are. But y'all coming from somewhere else to get me an award. And I used to say, well, I told my children, I said, I have to pay tribute to me. I said, because ain't nobody calling me out for, it's not so much the award, but just recognize the work, and now you show receipts. Well, I got over 40 some years receipts that I've been on this concrete. And we've had casualties along the way. We've had 8 people to drop on one day on us because we were determined to keep Black business open in the Black community. That's when you ask yourself, how determined am I? Am I determined to sacrifice my income? Am I determined to sacrifice so-called titles and positions? Am I ready to sacrifice my life for this? And I'll never forget when Hashim asked, how many of you, I laugh about it, but he said, how many of you would die for me? So everybody was quiet.
Quiet as a church mouse, I'm sure.
Who would die. And so I met a friend. He told me I would die for you. I said, get on board with me. Come on, let's do this. So what I'm saying is that we got to keep on keeping on. And you know who visited me yesterday? Harriet Tubman. She came running through my house with the rag on her head and the dress on. And she said, keep going. Keep going. So we got to keep going. That's my message. We got to keep going. We got to hold that line. We got to lift up those ancestors that God created, and we got to keep fighting and never, ever, ever give up. And sister, you get that information to me so that New York, Brooklyn, I got some good soldiers here in Brooklyn. They would be honored to come out and hear this honorarium for myself. And also, I will encourage them to continue to do the work. But there is no culture without agriculture. If we cannot feed ourselves, we cannot free ourselves. So SNAP was a very good example. They can snap on you in a minute. So we got to be able to feed ourselves as a people. We say in the Black Panther movement, or the vendors movement in Harlem, we say, if we don't eat, you won't eat. And if we don't work, you won't work. There it is.
That's right.
There it is.
I want to take a trip down memory lane and play some excerpts of the original Million Youth Rally. As you said, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, he was the only one in history that thought about the youths enough to have their own rally back in New York City. So we are grateful that Sister Asantewaa, Queen Mother Asantewaa, has been holding the line for all these years, and she definitely deserves an honorary place in history as we continue to support the youth.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be showing some excerpts.
If you want to be a doctor, be a lawyer if you want to be a lawyer. Be a scientist, be an engineer if you want to be an engineer. Just use your talent and your knowledge for the benefit of your people.
The message is so important that it needs, if they can't go to the message, then the message needs to be conveyed to them.
And you're the messenger.
In a way, I'm one of the many messengers.
And he's a natural at
Every now and then.
At age 4, Allende became a public speaker, reciting the words of great orators like Martin Luther King Jr.
That in spite of the difficulties and frustrations of the moment, I still have a dream.
In the crowd fulfill their responsibilities.
When you stop making excuses, when you start standing with our mothers, when you start teaching us to be humane, then we can build a new nation of strong people.
That you guide us and protect us from this day forth into the new millennium.
We hope that the young people here in this city will pursue education to its highest degree and put God first in everything that they do and to develop themselves.
And give special thanks to the world's leader in rap music, No Limit Records, and brother Master P. Holla if you hear me. Holla if you hear me. Go buy every record of Master P you can find. Go get everything of No Limit Records you can find. We'll work on all of our rappers in the future to work toward liberation lyrics and revolutionary rap. But let's give brother Master P and No Limit Records a strong hand for financing this event here today.
September 5th. Okay, so that was an old clip. All right, so take that memory to see a Santa Claus. What can you for those who haven't heard of it, continue
We continue to do the work that Doc was doing. We don't drop because simple. You gotta young people and encourage. That's how we're gonna do it. We'll do it that we don't do. That's we still battle. Go
Absolutely.
That's it. Sure, you're right. Sure, you're right.
Well, we're grateful to have you
Yeah.
here with us.
So
And
everybody tonight,
if we have anyone that wants to chime in, again, for those who will be in New York City tomorrow at Restoration Plaza, honoring Dr. Khalid Muhammad tribute. Dr. Umar Johnson will be there as well, and Queen Mother Leola Maddox. So if you want to say how people can support as well, Cecilia Santawa, you can free to do so to give us some last minute logistics. Black Power.
absolutely, Black Power. The Restoration Plaza is in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. You can take the A train or the C train and get off at Nostrand and Fulton. And it's just about a block and a half down. Now, I don't drive, so I just tell you, use your GPS. And the address is 1368 Fulton Street, between Brooklyn Avenue and New York Avenue. We're on the lower level. So once they come, you see soldiers outside that will direct. But what I suggest is that you come on time. We're starting at 5 o'clock, and to come on time because we have a capacity that may leave some outside, but the message will be inside and outside. But I suggest those who are coming, come on time. We have dinner ready, and we have a band playing, and we got it going on by the grace and mercy of God. I don't know about some of you revolutionaries, but I believe God. I trust God. Okay. Yes, absolutely. And my phone number, and then welcome to call me. My number is 929-624-4142. Again, 929-624-4142. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, Black Power. What I do plan on doing this year is doing a youth rally, but this time we kind of like doing it solo because, as you know, I did a youth rally with somebody last year, which I'm not gonna do the youth rally with that person. I do want to keep the Dr. Khalil Muhammad energy, so I'll probably do it when it get warm again in Virginia. So I got a spot and everything like that. So
All right, Virginia's in the house. We definitely got to save our babies.
Yes.
yeah, definitely got to save our babies.
Save our
School to prison
babies.
pipeline is real.
That's right. Right. That's right. Okay, Brother Chris.
Sure.
All right, power to the people.
Hey, so I have a question for our sister mother here in the room. For
Yes, sir.
us coming up with our faith being so strong with the Most High God, is it leading? Is it in the will of our ancestors if we're extemporizing from how we feel what's right from our guidance from the Most High?
What do you mean by that? If our guidance? What do you
Yes.
say? We should seek justice, that because those who have done evil and wicked to us, that we should not do justice to them. Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to understand your statement.
Yes, in that exact detail you said it. In the form I'm putting it out is in the moment. Does this look like once we get that sign? Is it just doing it? Yeah. So is there a plan to how we do it, or is this just how we feel because we know that we have our faith in that?
Things that you don't do. If you feel inspired to seek justice, I'll say that much, then handle your business. But if you waiting on the Lord to come from the sky and fight your battle for you, when he's giving you physical ability to fight for yourselves. I don't believe in that kind of faith that it's pie in the sky and the Lord, He gonna take care of it. He gives you the strength and the power to use his power. In Luke 10:19, He said, I give you the power and the authority to tread on serpents and scorpions, and nothing by any means shall harm you. So that is an inspiration to say that if the enemy, that works for me. If the enemy come upon me, and I will come upon him. You understand? I ain't waiting for the Lord to come out of the sky, or get it in the by and by. No. He has to be served justice while we're here, and that's how I feel about that, and God give us strength.
Right. Self-determination and the will.
Yes, that's all. There you go. I like it.
Understand.
Right on. So the future, Chris, that's every example in our leaders that are showing us the way. It's your duty to carry on that torch, my dear. It's your duty. So we are grateful again to have you here, Queen Mother Santua. And for those, again, who are in New York, make your way to Restoration Plaza. We'll be honoring Dr. Khalid Muhammad. And again, to carry on the torch of the Million Youth Rally / March that will be taking place this year as well, September 6th, to honor the 27-year anniversary of this historic march. It takes a village, and it'll be wonderful to have leaders to really focus on the youth, to honor them and give them a platform such as this.
Hey, it's AJ. Can you hear me?
AJ, welcome.
Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, I just spoke
All
to.
right, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, thank you. Yeah, I spoke with General Hotboy, wanted me to come on for a minute. I just want to let y'all know, keep up the great work. And I think a big thing that I always honored about Dr. Khalid was his ability to bring people together and to organize. I think if folks had a lot more of that and a lot more unity, there'll be a lot more things getting done. So I just want to say my 2 cents on that. But again, keep up the great work. I love what y'all doing, and just keep fighting the good fight.
Yes, sir. That's all we can do. Keep it up. Black Power Project.
Yeah, it's yeah, a big priority right now is stuff going on in Sudan, but I can't talk too much about it right now. But as far as overseas, that's a big priority right now.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that update.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hello, I'm sorry, again, I'll be back. But yes, hello. How you doing? Oh, wonderful. So how much of that how much space? Hello, everyone.
Greetings. Welcome.
Yes. No, I'm from Los Angeles, California. No, Los Angeles. Well, give me a minute. Give me a minute.
All right, so sister.
One moment. Hello, one moment. I do want something to say. I was like, maybe Jenny, you don't remember me, but my name is Irene Ratliff, and my organization is Street Meat Company. And one of the things that we are working on, and of course, to look at such connections nationally, is with LA Fleet Week. So I just so happened today speak with someone from Black Lives Matter, grassroots, and I had asked them, I said, well, do you have the police reform? Because after George Floyd, there was a big movement for police reform. And I said, you know what? I want to add the military. Now, a lot of people may have forgotten that from World War II, that the United States Declaration, the United States was a little part, yet here it is, our cry may be, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When we're looking at certain events that's going on around the world, and then yet we don't have the activism or the advocacy for such groups or people because we have not made the proper connections, right? So anyway, LA Fleet Week, which is in San Pedro, California, I'm just allowing that to be a platform for us to be a presence inside as an effort with the United States military to address CHIC. And now CHIC is Constitution, Human Rights, Independence, Civil Rights. But in the event of war, you know that that's a humanitarian issue and concern, right? So I'm like, well, hold on, there's a lot of things that we're able to do that can be alternatives of us participating. So LA Fleet Week, which is when the military, the Navy, comes together and they show their fleet, or you may have local military like the Coast Guards, the National Guards come in and they also show or display their stuff too. So last year, what happened is that, I was pressing, looking for donations to have a booth or to exhibit there. And of course, the only thing I had hooked was my rattles, right? My rattles. I made drum rattles. And I'm like, well, among all that equipment, I wanted Street Meat Company, the RBG thought to be a presence among all of them to address human rights, right? So anyway, this year what happened is that they had a lot of vendors. And so we didn't see, here it is, that type of equipment. It was there, but not like how it was. And so I think that those vendors, those probably the same people that I had contacted looking for money, them inside their little group, they went against the grain of human rights. So if we were looking at, and the reason why it would be a civil thought is because they wanted to be like, well, here it is, they're a call to here it is, the concerns of the people, which in itself is false. Because whatever I think I'm doing, right, or my cry, is not being addressed by even among my cultural family. Okay? So that means that if we were talking about mass incarceration, here it is, dead bodies, or blah, 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 we'd just be like, oh, well, I don't know. We saw that real big in Palisades and Eatonton, right? Just local. And they would say, well, that's a natural something. And I said, man, I cried a long time. That's false. But then there's conspiracy and speculation and blah, 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 blah. And then yet here it is, we're just crying out for something. And then yet we do hear about that news, a story, talking about rumors of war, right? I'm like, man, we are just not prepared for nothing. So anyway, the reason why LA Fleet Week, because those people who want to participate, the alternative is creating that brigade, okay? So we have a lot of people who are going through the reentry program. We have juvenile. I mean, man, it's a big bop, okay? So the bottom or the bureau of prisoners. Bureau of Prisoners, that's what it is, the BOP. Now we're talking about the Department of Justice and all these other different, different men, good Lord, bottoms, as it relates to us, the social and the political aspect of us looking at trying to ameliorate ourselves, okay? So it's like, but somewhere in there, even though we may be planning for that, it's like, well, those people who are sincere, the believers, right? Like, we need equipment, we need to plan, we need to be able to address ourselves and immigration issues around the world. But how are we going to get there if we have our United States government want us to be like we're, talking about treason, or we're not citizens, or oh, well, here it is, they're not with us. It's like, well, no. Now, when you start looking at the Black Panthers and other feline groups, their whole advocation is against police and government abuse. So anyway, that being alongside with it, I really do hope that I know gain y'all support. Thank you so much, Mello. Gain y'all support for LA Fleet Week. You can donate to Street Me Company. I am on PayPal. Street Me Company, PayPal. But it's easy, 20 grand, easy. Okay, because the location is US Iowa, and we would need everything because it would be our initial. Everything that we, in regards to the tent, they want you to have your logo. I mean, we had to pay for insurance and blah, 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 to be that representation. If we're talking about that on the low, I'll say about 15. But Street Me Company, you could donate, Street Me Company at PayPal with PayPal. And then, of course, you can always contact me. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, we do.
As we go on that musical break, make sure we put a footnote on being in Brooklyn tomorrow. It's Monday, January 12th, for a tribute to the Honorable Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, right there in Brooklyn. Y'all still on board with us or what?
I went to St. Louis, Missouri the other day. They had Black Panthers from all over the country. No one knew about it at all. They had machine guns, recoilless rifles, grease guns, Lugers, 25 of them, all armed. And the chief of police met me at the airport when I arrived, and they were there, right there at the steps. He said, "You were violating the law." "Yeah, we're violating the law." He said, "We're tired of our white and black leaders, Jackie and Martin and Bobby, being killed. We're going to protect this man while he's here." Arrest one of them. Because they said if you arrest one, then someone's going to die, because we are ready to kill. Black power means black dignity. Just as surely as you're proud to be white, we're proud to be black. Black is beautiful, baby. It's pretty. I always say to my brothers, I say, "Baby, don't worry about the white chicks. We got everything from chalk to charcoal in our own race." You see? Black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. Black power means dignity. It means we're going to walk side by side with you through your and we're not going to accept any less than you have. That's Black power.
All right, just a little stark reminder that Black power is not just a phrase, it is a spiritual force to be reckoned with. And we have to utilize our wherewithal to make sure that our children are protected and safe and are given the tools for them to be the change that we are looking for. And so we're going to wrap up Black Power early today. We just want to hear from a few more of our voices here in this room. Brother K. DeWalt, welcome to Black Power Radio. Good to see you, brother.
Black power, black power. I'm glad to be here. Sorry for being late, but I will tell you this. We have boots on the ground, making sure that we put sisters and our children by any means necessary. It's a must. It's a must that we stick together as Black people and bring that Black unity together for all the righteous reasons that we are Black people, and we must be in line with loving each other for all the right reasons. Black power.
All right. But truly said. Thank you, my brother. Rise. All right. We also got a few voices before we say and pass it on to our sister Janae for the Sankofa update. Tomorrow, we have a demonstration at Rockland County Courthouse in Georgia, Tuesday, for the judges who are part of, and yes, you can't make this up, family, part of the Klan. That's right. So many of these judges that are tearing up our Black families, they are actively into
It's Tuesday, the 13th, January 13th.
Tuesday the 13th. That's right. So, Brother Krishna, can you just give a little update and a little synopsis, please, of this very important movement?
Yes, Tuesday at 10 a.m., January 13th, in front of the Rockdale County Courthouse. We're going to be having a press conference in regarding to the children, and especially with my case that was supposed to be on the 13th, which they have railroaded and moved to March the 3rd without even less than a week's notice. So these are the deliberate games that the court is playing. We will be there having a press conference for the incarceration of the children, especially my son and Grady's son. We will be out in front of the Rockdale County Courthouse at 10 a.m. this coming Tuesday, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. Tuesday, January 13th at 10 a.m. So if you're in Georgia or you know anybody who is in Georgia, please, if you can, have them to come out to the press conference. We'd surely appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, give thanks. Thank you so much, Brother Krishna. It is so important that we continue to fight for families who are being torn away by the system of incarceration, so-called child protective services, this indicative system that is looking to kill, steal, and destroy the Black family. And because of that, there are many more motions and movements. There is a need for us to unify in person as well as virtually, but there's power in numbers. So if you are in Georgia on Tuesday the 13th as well, if you're not at the Khalid Muhammad tribute tomorrow on Monday, make sure that you're there in Georgia on the 13th. And so with that being said, we're going to wrap up Black Power Radio. I want to see if anyone wants to chime in and say hello to our good listening audience.
Absolutely.
Imam Akbar.
Oh, you already know. Is Brother Will still in the audience? Did he get to speak to you? Is he here?
Brother Will, are you in the house?
Are you there, Brother
Yes,
Will?
I am.
Yeah,
Yes,
Brother
ma'am.
Will. He's one of our chief youth ministers. Original, when the word went out for youth ministers, Brother Will was number one. He was there on the front line. Every move that we made in South Carolina, we were tremendous in South Carolina. We ran the wooden tooth sheriff, right up out of the office, out of his house, made it uncomfortable, had him on the front lawn of the courthouse, detention center, all hemmed up at the supremacy house, etc. Something's echoing. But on that strength, can we kill the echo? Anywhere we can kill the echo. There we go. So Brother Will has been meeting with us in Baltimore, D.C., all the way from the streets of Baltimore to having his own youth team in Baltimore. So he's been a tremendous effort of a work that's, I know, still that's being constructed, but it's come a tremendous distance. Is that right, Brother Will?
This is a different Will. Yes, this is our Will Price from 5 years.
Will Price, the second Will.
Yes.
Will number two.
Will number
This
two.
number two.
But nonetheless,
Okay.
we like
Well,
to hear
anyhow,
from Will number
that
two.
one in Baltimore is an awesome personality. He drove us all over the country. Every mission, and consistently. So we took the mayor out of a wooden tooth town called Gaffney, South Carolina, and put a new black mayor in there. Old wooden tooth redneck was there, Randy Moss, run him off and put a black mayor in them town. There's unlimited power when you stand on your own family value system. That's the only thing I'm attempting to explain. And this is taught to us by Honorable Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, who had to clean house. In East Texas, man, it was unpopular. Where they dragged James Byrd, you might want to take a second look at where he is between Sulphur, Louisiana, and that's Jasper, Texas, and all down in there, between the Golden Triangle of Beaumont, Orange, and there's one more, I can't call it right now, but those places are known for top of the line white national activity, clan activity, and bigot type activity. Like you see, when you say the white right and the brown stick around, the tan can take a stand, and the mellow is the yellow, and black must stand back. But when the red, white, and the blue is wrong, I mean the blue code of silence, and those associated federal agents went in on a white girl in Minnesota, but they were wrong. They shot and killed her. What gave her the spirit of invincibility that day, and what gave that federal agent the determination and the insurance policy that he would have to kill her? To kill is a decision. And I've been working with these weapons all of my life, and I know what it takes to kill. And it takes a determination to kill. It's not just something that just pops off. So the President of the United States, Donald John Trump, came to the mic and defended his agent wrongly against the white girl. The Vice President of the United States, Vance, came to the mic wrongly against the little white girl. And then the press secretary came. So nothing left up there for leadership. So you've been led by a white ghost bent on being on the wrong side. You say, white, you're right. But what if you white and you wrong? And your Bill of Rights, because they've never been right. You make sure we make no mistake that the rights is walking with us, for by and with us today. We'll be in New York tomorrow at the center in Brooklyn. I don't know what y'all did with y'all Santa while she was here, but she represented, I know she rocked the mic a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Go right ahead. Oh, my. Give good news, great news. Right here, Black Power Radio. We won't detain y'all. We won't delay y'all. But be there tomorrow on Restoration Plaza at give me the time, the hour to be there at 5. Be there at 5. Be live. It started at 6, I believe. 5 to 9 tomorrow. Be there, be square. And it's a tribute to the Honorable Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, our main advisor right here at Black Power Radio. It's because of his inspiration that we have this radio. Dr. and Attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz, Sheikh Imam Akbar, the Honorable Hashim Akhenaten Nzinga, and there are others that just contributed over the years, including our comrade Sister Janae and our comrade Queen Mother, the Dr. Critical Race Truth Bay. And signing off from Black Power Radio, we hope you stay strong, but keep it black and keep it revolutionary. Assalamu alaikum and Black Power. Black Power. Oh, one
All right,
last
Black Power.
very last. The tribute.
Alaikum salam, Black Power, Black Power.
Last thing. The tribute to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad will be in February 26th. Y'all be there, be square as well. Black Power. Black Power.
All right, power to the people. So we do have Reverend Kay, who also is a family member that has been affected by the system. So we'll be in Georgia again on Tuesday the 13th as well. So make sure that you are there to support the many families who have gone through this system. About justice, we have to be for the way that they're abusing our children in this system. So Reverend Kay, welcome to Black Power Radio. Before we close out, we're grateful that you joined us. Power to the people.
Yes, power to the people, Black Power. Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. I'm thankful to be here. I'm sorry I just joined late. We had to travel, so I'm on kind of jet lagging, they call it, to get a little rest. But we thank God that we can come together in unity for our families, our Black families, and our Black children. This is nothing new. This has been since they brought us over here on those slave ships and incarcerated us wrongfully and forced us into labor to build up this country. And now that this country is built, they want to get rid of us. They want to annihilate us. It's not going to happen. We have never had the kind of jobs, the kind of respect, the kind of money, and the kind of power that we had when we were back in the motherland. They want us to think that we are second-class citizens and we don't have a voice, but we do. So I'm honored to be a part of this platform, on behalf of not just, my grandson who's been incarcerated by the system. He's going to be 11 years old on the 16th of this month, in a system that abused children and put them back with the perpetrators. And this has been done by the white Ku Klux Klan slave masters. They passed down the history of generational slavery. Now it's institutionalized. It's in the courts. It used to be in the cotton field where they separate the children from ages 10 years old. And everybody knows that, if you have been abused and ostracized, either as a Black person, an adult, or a child, you're more likely to have mental health issues, depression issues, homelessness issues, incarceration issues. They know where they're driving us. They know what will happen eventually if we do not get relief and if we do not get rescued. So it is so important that, whether you're in New York City, because we just came from New York to here, but, we traveled to here because Amari was born here and this is where the case is. But we have to say that it doesn't matter. We are connected by a force. And now that we have the platforms of social media, we should use it. Before we had to send up a smoke signal or ride a horse to get to another town to send a message. Now we don't have to. Now we can get on this platform. This is a blessing to be able to be on this Black Power, platform, whether it's for housing and for land. Land is very important. If you read the Bible, the Quran, you'll see that the Almighty God blessed us with land. That's one of the things. He never say to go anywhere and rent any apartment or rent any houses. We have been so misled, and the little time we owned something, they burned us. Amen. We're not supposed to be renting anything. We are owners of the land. The land has been gifted to us so that our children can play free, that we can plant our crops, we can have agriculture. Every time you look around, we in the supermarket buying their poisons, eating their poisonous fruits that they're giving us. Supermarket. That's why it's called supermarket. It's the big market. We used to plant things and, simple things that we could eat and grow in our backyard. We need our own land for that. We need our own land so that we can be free of the tyranny of these the so-called regime, white power. So I'm just thanking you, Dr. Bay, and everyone on the platform, that we can come together under the banner of unity of Black Power under God and not just say what we say, but mean what we say with action, because faith without work is dead. So say the scriptures. So I'm just encouraging everybody, if you are available, to come out to any of these functions if you're in the area, especially on Tuesday, this Tuesday at 10 a.m. in front of this racist so-called court system, white man court, which we don't belong in. We never used to solve our problems there. Now the white man is telling us what to do, when to come, when to sit, when to stand. That's wrong. We need to take back our own power, solve our own issues within our own homes. We don't need the 911. What's your emergency? No police. We have to learn that they don't solve problems. In fact, when you call them, they're more likely to kill you. I never called no police to solve my problem. You know, you're growing up, you used to sit around and listen to the elders and listen to your aunts and uncles, and we talk about things. Now, everything is take up a phone and we're calling the police on each other. Why? They're not going to help us. They're there to incarcerate us, to keep a job, to make sure that they keep in power. We're empowering them. Let's take back our power. Let's take back our power and learn to go up to the Almighty God, read the scriptures for his directions, follow, obey, and do what he said. The first commandment is to love God, and second commandment is to love each other. And from then, all blessings come. So when we can do that, we are really empowered. When we'll be more than just a people, we are God's people. Amen. So I just thank you for allowing me, and Dr. Bay, great, great, strong Black woman you are. Thank you for allowing me to speak. Everybody, thank you. Y'all have a good night. Amen.
And thank you, beloved. Thank you so much for contributing to Black Power Radio.
Amen.
Kini kailangan ni Black.